underway as the ball goes in the air. It's what we've been waiting for. Comes to ground. Nobody a clear takeaway. Bannockburn, well, grabbed immediately there. It was a Bannockburn player in Perkins, and he plays on quickly. Nice handball to Hickleton. They goes wide. Good mark there to Shaw for Bannockburn. He goes down the flank. The leaders come from full forward. Underneath the ball there was Sessions. He's a big fellow, but the ball over his head and out of bounds in the forward pocket for Bannockburn. Obviously kicking to, what's that, the southern end, Dale?
Yes, that'll be right.
In the first quarter, so Thomson obviously kicking to the northern end. The ground is a picture, and we're looking forward to a great game as the ball comes in from the ball in. Oh, picked up, handball came out there. Bannockburn mucking about with it, but finally comes back by hand. That was to O'Shannessy.
I think he missed everything.
His pot shot on the left foot is out of bounds on the full, and in the first minute, we have no score. First game, 2007.
And Edwards will take the relieving free kick from the back pocket right against the behind post.
He's a fair lump of a boy too.
Yes, he's a good size. He'll need to be because this Sessions, once he gets his hand on the ball, can kick a ball a fair way. So Jason Edwards kicks in from full-back, goes short, looking for, and I think finding Rowley. Now he puts the ball down, but a free kick's been awarded just short of the centre half-back position. And it is Noel Riley to take the kick. Goes wide out to the half-back line. And Bradley pushes up from the full-back line. Now takes off, kicks the ball over centre wing, going towards Maharis in the air. Puts the ball, comes to ground. On the ground goes Watts. Jerkovic leads for the race for the ball. Perkins puts pressure on. Dives on the ball, and a free kick's been awarded to Jerkovic. Jerkovic plays on, goes into the centre. Highland just inside the centre square. Now goes quickly again, this time again looking for Harriet. Ball's out in front, Harriet picks the ball up nicely, goes by hand, back to Jerkovic. Over the top, finds Highland again. Riley running past, ignored, tackled. Ball comes back with Jerkovic again. Third possession in as many minutes, goes towards the goal square, but Sam Hickleton takes a mark in the last line of defence. Plays on quickly now, comes towards the half-back line. Broom over the top of Harriet. Numbers for Bannockburn, picked up by Gibbs it is. Has pressure from behind, gets the handball out. Not a good handball. Watts makes it good. Unfortunately, the ball
thrown in, Gage in front. Neither ruckman get a clear tap down. Highland made it good, picked it up, handball. His handball intercepted. Riley, he puts it down. Well, it's very, very congested, and you'd expect that first game of the year. But finally, Highland. Look away handball, that went astray. Watts picks it up for the Bannockburn side. Dorber is it? Dale lead, it's your mark. It's well out over the fence off the boot of Brendan Dorber. And looks like he's got a new number as well. There's quite a number of different numbers on players out there as the ball goes towards centre half forward. Heckleton claimed the mark, not paid. Maharis intercepted the handball, comes out on the left foot. That didn't go too well either, and now it's picked up by Gibbs over the top. The handball goes. Now the brother, and this time it was Dan Gibbs gets it to the middle of the ground. Bannockburn in possession, handball. Well, he's put his teammate under all sorts of pressure there as Thomson now intercept in the middle of the ground. That time through Dowie to centre half forward. The crumb overrun there by Lewis for Bannockburn. Handball comes out to Maharis for Thomson. Off a step, tries to get it to full forward. Gardner, he can't pick it up. A kick off the ground. That's the first score of the season. It's gone to Jackson McLeod, and it is given all clear. It is a goal.
Yeah, I think they both got hands on that. Comes to Riley, taps it forward. David Gibbs taps the ball over the top, looking for Hickleton. Doesn't quite pick the ball up. Now he has it. Tackled high. Slips underneath it by Jerkovic. Now the pressure comes out. Aaron Broom runs towards centre wing on the left foot. Goes towards half forward, and O'Shannessy can't get there. Cut off nicely there by Dowie. We've got support there from Nathan Denneman. Steps backwards now, steadies. Goes long. A good smother there from Mullane Grant. Looking for support from O'Shannessy it is, back towards Mullane Grant, looking to pick the ball up, working around the boundary line. He's got good control there, Tommy, picks the ball up, and there's good strong tackle there in the back line, coming to the Thomson players who clears the ball through Denneman, across the back pocket, but a free kick has been awarded. I think they might have held on a bit too long there.
I think he signified a throw.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Tommy Mullane Grant from Edwards, to take the free kick, and as you know, Tommy's wearing number 5 and not 53, his usual number, so whether he's lost the 3, I'm not too sure.
And Dorber is 18 instead of 58.
Yes, so Mullane Grant from, I reckon, just on 50, forward pocket. It's a tough shot from there. Keeps the ball on its way, comes off the boot nicely, goes to the goal square. Sessions.
Good mark.
Brendan Sessions has taken a mark, Brian Sessions, I should say. the full forward for Bannockburn, just outside the square. So no problem with distance here, I can guarantee you that. So the netball girls are in a fair bit of trouble here, I think. Sessions goes back, deliberate shot on goal. Off 2 steps, kicks a goal, and that ties things up from the first quarter scoreboard. Now reads Bannockburn 1 goal 6, Thomson 1 goal 6.
The ball goes in the air. Dorber on his own gets the tap down through the legs there of Dwayne Broom on that occasion. On the left foot towards centre half forward. Denneman attacks the footy again. He overruns it though. Malone Grant, he fell into his arms. He kicks the full forward. Sessions underneath it. Shaw at the back of the pack. Can he pick it up? He's an open goal. Turned the wrong way. Hooks it around the body. Across the face of goal, isn't it? I
think he's kicked it.
It's a goal.
He has. Yeah, great goal.
It's a big job, but we're back in the centre of the ground. Ball goes up. Dorber again with the tap, gets it down, goes to Perkins, can't get it onto his book. That was Lee Perkins. Fighting for it hard is Highland on the ground. Got players over the top. Now it's freed up. O'Shannessy picks the ball up, comes back to Riley. Riley gets the ball, doesn't quite pick it up now, but now it's gone out wide. Finds Baxter. Baxter goes back further, finds Bradley. Looks towards the centre of the ground, and Highland's there, but McLeod doesn't take the mark, but now Highland in support, picks up, quick kick off the boot, goes forward. Dan Gibbs playing in front of Harriet, doesn't take the mark. Dan Gibbs kicks off the ground, but I think it's been picked up as a kick in danger.
Free kick to Harriet.
Tommy Harriet from about 40 metres out, almost directly in front, will have a shot on goal.
A couple of stages exchanging pleasantries. David Gibbs and Timmy Gardner. That's unusual.
That'd be the first time too, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
would be.
Harriet from 40 metres out, directly in front. The gompole umpire just hasn't moved.
He
And it's gone straight back over his head. So
The air, Dorber and Gage. Gage on that occasion gets it clear. Highland, it couldn't quite get it into his hands, but he's got support there from Daniel Grigg. He hooks it around the body towards half forward. Coley in front. That's a good one grab mark. And now we'll go back. He's just inside the 50-metre arc. We'll take a very good kick from out there, very close to the boundary. I think he's, he centres the ball. That's the place for it to go. And good mark. Sam Hickleton basically stood his ground in the pack and put the 2 hands up and took a 1 grab mark. Decides to go wide. Well, it's a good option. The umpire said not 15 metres. The mark taken by Broom. He goes wide, and Watts has taken the mark, half-back flank for Bannockburn. Towards centre wing, Gage, great interception there. Read that well. Back into the forward line for Thomson it goes. In front there, Maharis can't take the mark, comes to ground. Coley gets the ball to boot, centres it again. Maharis is the player coming on the overlap. It's good work there by,
Jones, I think.
it came back to, who was that got to kick Maharis?
Yes,
he got
Maharis.
flattened as he kicked it. Now what will happen? No, it's going to down the ground free kick where the ball landed. The umpire has signified. So the umpire now is
Going to be
coming in. What's happened? The umpire's... No, the senior umpire has indicated that the ball will come back to where the incident occurred.
We'll go to Nick Maharis.
And Nick Maharis will get the free kick. So good work from the umpires there. There's a bit of cooperation. In the meantime, Nick Maharis just inside 50 gets the free kick, I guess, for an illegal tackle. At 11 minutes into this first quarter.
Captain coach kick.
A very important kick for the Thomson club. Halfway through this first quarter, bearing in mind 20 minutes plus time on this year. So the quarter's not quite as long with Nick Maharis. He makes very good contact, but I don't think he's got the direction right. That's the first behind for the day.
Something's happened at centre half back, and a free kick's been given away. Shepherding off the ball this time, and I'm not too sure where the ball's going to be taken from.
We'll have to be in the goal square, surely.
Yeah.
And
Jackson McLeod to take it.
that's a bit unfortunate.
Dan Gibbs.
It's against Dan Gibbs, one of the co-coaches. They can't afford to
Jeez.
do that, Dale.
It's 3 in a row. He dropped a mark. Tommy Harry kicked the goal, gave away the last 2 free kicks, which are both going to result. Well, this one definitely will. And McLeod from point blank range comes in and kicks the ball straight over the umpire's head. So Jackson McLeod, the beneficiary of a free kick, back at the goal square. Now puts the ball back in the air. Gage gets the handball down. Well picked up by Highland. Turns onto the left. Poor kick, Bogue off the side of the boot, Lewis underneath, but McLeod coming from behind takes a good strong mark. Young Jackson McLeod now on the half forward line, goes quickly towards the centre of the ground. O'Coley and Maharis punched away by Hickleton, comes to the front and go to kick on goal there by O'Coley. I think O'Coley has put it through.
He has.
So there's another one, and a quick Quick goal again to the Thomson side.
Gage, tap down. Nobody able to get a clear takeaway, however. Umpire, I'm sure, will blow the whistle, which he does, and we'll have a ball up once again. So, ball back in the middle, almost still in the centre circle as the, Gage, a big punch forward on this occasion, picked up there by Jones. Little handball quickly. The kicker's not so good. Oh, there's a mark. Goodness gracious. David Gibbs. There's a lot of fumbling down there by the Bannockburn defence. McLeod picks it up. He can't pick it up. And eventually, the Bannockburn defence are prepared to concede, are behind. So 4 goals 2, Thomson 26 lead, Bannockburn 2 goals 12, Common the Fiend Hotel first quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 14, almost 15 minutes.
Ball's been brought back in quickly. A dangerous short kick went to Colliger, but Harriet nearly took possession of it. Colliger's working hard at ground level, can't pick the ball up, but a free kick's been given for his hard work there, and Troy Colliger will take a little bit of pressure off the Bannockburn side here. We're at the 15-minute mark in the first quarter. So Colliger, centre half back position, looking, comes wide, sees Filet. Jimmy Filet, first kick here, senior football, goes back, looking down the ground, ambles forward, now puts the ball in long, poor kick off the boot, and the mark has been taken there by Jacob Lanton. Lanton goes towards the centre of the ground, nice looking kick, finds the Thomson player in the centre of the ground on his left foot, goes towards half forward again, Filet putting himself in the right position, but the ball escapes him, goes back to Gibbs, looks to go short, pressure again from behind by young Jackson McLeod again, picked up this time by Gardner. Cook round the corner, and I think that's gone through for a goal. It has, and Timmy Gardner has...
get us underway once again. Gage, big punch forward, attacking the ball was Broom,
decapitated.
And Riley gets tackled high, and gee, poor old Danny Gibbs is not having a great day, is he? That was a poor tackle. And Riley now long into the forward area. McLeod from behind, can't take the mark. Gets a handball forward to Highland. Highland just chips it forward looking for Maharis. He's spoilt probably by Coley. The ball into the full forward area, but is it still in? No, it's through for a rush behind. Another behind to Thomson, 5-3-33. Bannockburn, 2 goals 12, Common the Fiend Hotel first quarter scoreboard, almost 17 minutes gone.
Lewis takes the ball, kicks to himself and plays on, takes a bounce, comes towards the half-back line, kicks to the wing, looking for Watts. Baxter's in front, but Watts, nice mark, takes him on, gets a handball out now because he's tackled by Baxter. Picks the ball up cleanly, Baxter goes back towards centre half forward. A nice-looking kick. There is... I think it's Grigg, on the wing, yes, goes quickly again, this quick movement's excellent, goes forward, should have been a push in the back, and it's been seen that way, so the Bannockburn kick will go to David Gibbs against Coley. He goes short, finds Colliger, only about 10 metres out from the top of the goal square, short again this time, finds Lewis. In them bright orange boots, he'll be looking for the umpire's votes, as we said before the game. Mahara stands the mark. Lewis goes longer and wide, half to the centre wing. O'Shaughnessy, a good climb over the back, but doesn't take the mark. Lying over the top of the ball, now he wins possession again. By hand, goes to Watts, looking to feed the ball out. Doesn't do any good this time, and the ball comes back to Johnny O'Shaughnessy in front of the commentary box. Has time to settle, puts the ball on his boot. Harriet's filled back in the hole, but Bradley pushed up again from the... Gage. Now it's back in the hands of Bradley. He's looking to go forward with the left foot. Towards centre wing, Riley over the top, and Aaron Broom. Free kick or the mark has been taken. So Aaron Broom needs to steady things down for Bannockburn here. They're under a bit of pressure from the Thomson pressure now. And Aaron Broom, long towards half forward, going towards Malone Grant in front of Denneman. A good spoil from behind. Dwayne Broom at the front of the pack, picks up, goes in the right book, looking for Sessions in the forward pocket. Again, picks up well from the big fella. Goes back to Clint Shaw by hand. Looks to barge his way through, but met solidly by Harriet. Handball back to Denneman. Now with Dowie, I think it is. Kicks the ball towards centre wing, and Nick Maharis takes the mark coming down the ground. Mahara swings on the right foot, back towards centre half forward. Nobody there, goes towards Filet. Can he get the ball? A big tall bloke knocks the ball forward. Dan Gibbs, handball, hat to Stanford. Takes a bounce, approaches centre wing, has one, goes on the left, goes short, and finds Lee Perkins making ground along the half forward line.
So Perkins now back into the middle of the ground. There's Malone Grant, takes the mark. Dead set centre of the ground. He's hassled there by Christian Highland, but hangs on to the footy, decides to go long into the forward line. Not a good looking kick, but it's going to fall to advantage. O'Shaughnessy unfortunately couldn't take the mark at ground level. Dowie doesn't know what to do with it. Handball wide, picked up by Gage. He's handballed it, well, I thought straight to the opposition, but Thomson, they come there through. Thorley attacks the footy hard. Handball over the top, and Well, Thomson are combining very well, but they're not handling it too well. Finally, handball comes over the top to Tim Gardner. He goes long to centre half forward. That's a good-looking kick. Outnumbered there, 2-1 is Coley, and David Gibbs takes the defensive mark. Handball across to Van Ingen. He goes wide towards centre wing. Open spaces there. Foot race. Does well there. That was Hickleton, was it? Young Zach Hickleton. But he can't get a kick away. Comes to Broome. Aaron. He goes to Watts. Watts now, little chip inboard, and mark, free kick, whatever you like, has been taken by Zach Hickleton once again. Nice lump of a kid, Laurie.
Yeah, it is.
The kick there goes to the lead of Shaw. That's a lovely lead from Clinton Shaw. He's marked just inside the forward 50. Would be a very good kick from there, but he's got players breaking. One of them is Colliger, and mark not taken. Goodness me. Front on tackle. Picked up there for the Thomson side, and it's pretty scrappy late in this first quarter. The ball comes out by hand again to Colliger. Perhaps he should have got a free kick a moment ago. Maybe that's justice, because on the left foot, Troy Colliger has slotted through his first goal for the season.
No contest in the centre, and Gage knocks the ball forward, goes to Jerkovic. Lewis over the top, tries to wrestle away from it. Umpire says, we're going to go nowhere here, fellas, and I'll have another throw in the air.
Colliger got injured in the finals last year, Dale, didn't he?
Yeah, he had trouble with his calf muscle. And
that's right.
He had a bit of trouble getting it right, but he finally played. So Jerkovic takes possession, goes back towards Highland. A good tackle there from Perkins, but Jerkovic retrieves the ball again, goes towards half forward and O'Coley, but Sam Hickleton takes the mark. Now looks to swing the ball back to the centre of the ground. Zach Hickleton in the air, takes the mark. Good mark from the young fella, presented well. Handball's off to the running Broome, and that's Aaron. Aaron goes wider this time, looking for Malane Grant. Lets it bounce in front of him. Can he win possession of the ball? Gets the ball now, gets around Nathan Denneman. Looks towards the centre square. Will he have a shot? He's gone short, but unfortunately for the Bannockburn side, the only one in front was Cameron Thorley. He will take the relieving kick. Goes short, finds, and Gardner takes possession of the ball. Goes longer now, goes to McLaren on the left foot, but James Filer takes a mark. Good mark, goes on quickly. Not a good kick, will favour Jerkovic. Baxter now takes the ball. As it goes towards centre wing and a short kick, and finds Highland on true centre wing. Looks to handball, but doesn't.
Oh.
These umpires, these blue boots aren't working too well, or the orange boots aren't working too well.
Well, I suppose he penalised him for holding around the waist, thinking that he was going to handball, but the umpire hadn't called play on. That's where he came adrift. And Christian Highland, obviously now Dale inside 50 with a chance.
Oh, definite chance here for Highland, and I'll be putting this one straight in the book, I reckon. He doesn't miss too many from this range, Christian Highland. So Highland again to extend the lead for the Thomson side. Comes in. Directly in front, 20 metres out. The umpire has not moved again, and there's another one for the Thomson side. Centre of the ground, file it over the top. Gage probably wins possession of the ball, dives on it now, can't win possession. Aaron Broome cleans up, goes long, goes quickly, looking for Shaw, backing back.
Good mark.
Clint Shaw, this is the bloke they missed in the grand final last year, I think, and Clint Shaw, you wouldn't want to be sitting here 6 points down wanting to win the game for you, but he's proved reliable, the big fella.
Mine goes back, I think it was the Prim final when he did play, and he was a real headache. He played well, kicked 3 or 4 goals that day, and he's going well again
Shaw
today.
comes in, 35 metres out. That'll go across the front of goal. I reckon Malane Grant will be somewhere there, but no, in front is John O'Shannessy, and O'Shannessy has taken the mark. He's deep in the forward pocket. He's about 5 metres from the behind post. He'll be right on the boundary line, so he'll need to probably run out and screw the ball back.
You know the ground, Smithy. Can he kick this?
Oh, Johnny can. He's a pretty smart player, Johnny O'Shannessy. So he's gone back looking for a deliberate shot.
There, wouldn't you?
Oh, well, not with my eyes closed, Laurie, but he moves out. A deliberate shot on goal. No, he's gone straight across the other side.
Put the moz on him.
He's got a point.
No, he's snuck it in from behind. So there's a point to the Bannockburn side. And Johnny O'Shannessy, and it moves Bannockburn to 3 goals 1. They trail 6 goals 3 Thomson, who lead at the 24, nearly 25-minute mark of the first quarter.
So you'd think perhaps not too much longer to go. Thorley wasn't too sure where to go, ended up kicking short to Denneman, took the mark, now plays on. Long kick towards centre wing. In front there, Bannockburn. Mark not taken. Gage picked it up. Handball quickly to O'Coley. He moves. Long kick towards centre forward. In front, Harriet. Will be hard to get around from there. Did well, Stanford. Got the spoil to ground. Picked up there by, it was one of the Gibbs now, Bannockburn. They clear the problem area. Come to Broome. He's worked very hard in this first quarter. Aaron, he goes to brother Dwayne. And just on the 50-metre arc, all sort of out the handball to Watts, who was going past. Decide now to kick into the full forward position. There's a great saving mark by Gage. just jumped straight in the air. The basketball take on that occasion. Now kicks wide to nobody in particular. The lead has come out there from Baxter. Picked up for Bannockburn, back into the hot spot, and Mullane Grant almost a big grab.
I think he took it, didn't he?
No, he's paid a free kick for over the shoulder, I think.
And I got a feeling it might well have been nearly the other way, because Mullane Grant was the highest by a long way in that pack and came down the top of the Thomson Aaron Bradley's shoulder. Aaron's feeling his shoulder now, so the umpire might have got it the wrong way about. But at the 26-minute mark, a very, very important kick for Tom Mullane Grant and Bannockburn late in this first quarter. Moves in, nice looking approach. Oh, the umpire's gone a long way across, but I think it might be okay. Back in the middle, ball in the middle, Gage clearly down to Jerkovic, handball over the top, and they're away through Greg, the Thomson side. Good defensive work, David Gibbs, that time on Jackson McLeod, and the ball in the on the half-forward flank, hit toward the boundary by the big fist of Gibbs, and defended once again. So boundary umpire arrives on the scene. 27.5 minutes gone, first quarter. 25 plays 39. Thomson in control as the ball thrown in the air, half-forward flank. Maharis doing the ruck work. Second effort good, but handball not to advantage. Now Bannockburn, they work it out through a series of handballs towards centre wing, and the ball, no, not off the foot, said the umpire, and the ball will be thrown in true centre wing out of side as we wind down towards quarter time. I hope the timekeepers are up to date with it's 20 minutes and time off, otherwise we'll be longer than anticipated. Well, there's a stumble by Filet, and the umpire considered he was pushed, so the Bannockburn ruckman will get the free kick on centre wing. What'll he do with it? Not a lot up the ground for him. College is on, but he hasn't seen him. Umpire's now whistled him to play on and decides to kick long. It's low. And good mark in front, taken on that occasion by Shaughnessy, is it? Yep. Takes a good mark, this young fella. Now he's got Broome at centre half forward, and Dwayne Broome. He takes it, kicks it inside 50. The lead has come there from Sessions, the big fella, picked up there by McLaren for Thomson, and Maharis worked his way from centre half forward into the back half to see the quarter out, I'd suggest. He's gone very wide to Highland on the defensive side. And Highland of Thomson takes the mark. Has Thorley just inside. He takes the mark. Now he's called to play on. Gets it across to, looks like it's Greg. Thought it was Baxter out there. They look alike. Dowie from half-back is a long way from there. He's on centre wing. Kicks it towards the half-forward line where Gardner overruns the footy. Comes back there to him. Handball. It's Riley. Wasn't ready, but it was a low handball. Picked up there for Thomson Cole. He's thrown to the ground. It's pretty tough in the clinches, but Aaron Broome again comes clear and finds Colliger in the middle of Victoria Park. Takes the mark and decides to play on. Goes towards our broadcast wing. Watts is in front, can't take the mark. Shaw, good shepherding for the Bannockburn team. Watts bounced the ball, didn't come back to him, but he picks it up. Comes back inboard, and a lovely looking left foot kick. Oh, Sessions probably juggled it twice. Oh, gee. Bit of a, went right over the top of Tommy Harriet on that occasion. Players, they're pretty hard at it. Picked up by Bradley. That's intercepted by Lewis. He loses track of it. Great tackle there by Jerkovic. Oh, the umpire has paid it in the back. So free kick, Matt Lewis on centre wing.
So Lewis changes direction now, goes to Higgle, who's moved towards the centre of the ground, just short of the centre half, true centre position. Now goes short and finds Raglis. Raglis on the far wing. He's got the ball now, looking to go long. No effort from the bloke on the mark there, so it's kicked in long, going towards the full forward position. Maharis comes across and spoiled by Gage. Fortunately for Thomson, we have Dowie, I think, picks the ball up, goes backwards now, back with Denneman, onto it by hand, finds Maharis, ambles through half-back, and I mean ambles through half-back. Now goes short, looking for options down the ground, has Coley, I think it is in the wing, but a spoil coming there from Perkins to Victoria Park.
So the ball thrown in centre wing, outer side, comes to ground. No ruckman get clear. Lewis with the orange boots. He got it on the left foot towards centre wing. Picked up by Thorley. It wasn't Thorley. He's got the ball now. Fumbles it along. Threw the ball forward. Umpires allowed it to go. It comes back to Dowie on half back for Thomson. He kicks it high in the air towards half forward. Numbers certainly with Bannockburn back there. Coley does well. Bit of a push in the back. He's the pack forward, and Timmy Gardner there comes into support. Oh, he's strong. Picks it up. Handball to Riley. Gets the ball to boot. Goes towards full forward. One out there is Jackson McLeod with David Gibbs. Gibbs handsball clear after the tackle. There's a great battle here. McLeod, can he get around him? He can't. And
well, he held it up. Good play.
He did, and in it comes. Harriet, lovely tap over the back, looking for and finding a Coley. Oh, the check side kick, but
siren.
The siren sounds. The ball was marked by Watts in the goal square anyway, but it is quarter time here at Bannockburn, and at quarter time, the Homes, I think, 50-50 on that occasion, and the ball will be put in the centre circle once again by the umpire. Up it goes. Gage clearly that time gets the ball down. He's dominating, as Laurie mentioned, in his quarter-time address there, as once again, the ball can't be cleared out of the circle. So we're still in the centre circle, third time lucky. Usually a free kick, Laurie, isn't it?
Yeah, count on it.
Ball up again. Gage and Dorber. Gage, well, he took it. He's got to get rid of it. He does, as the ball's still in there. Working hard, Jerkovic also in there, Highland. But
bounce it.
The ball's going to go in the air once again for the fourth time, and we're still in the centre circle. We've been going 1 minute, and the ball hasn't gone out of the centre circle in this centre quarter. It's second quarter. Ball down once again, still in there. Gee, Stacks on the mill. Umpires.
Give it a free kick, Umpy.
Dale, we've been going a minute and a half. Up to you. See if you can clear the centre circle.
All right, let's get it going, Eric. This time we're back in the centre. As Eric said, we haven't actually moved for the last 68 seconds, so ball's up in the air again. Dorber goes up, tapped down by Gage, comes down to Highland, looks to feed out, good tackle there, comes to Dwayne Broom, going the wrong way, gets the handball over the top, finds Gibbs, doesn't take possession of the ball, trying to do too much. Riley picks the ball up, quick kick forward going there, and Curley leads in the race the ball.
Great mark.
I think it is, and he takes a good strong mark in front of Ryan Raglis of the Bannockburn side. So Curley.
He looks pretty fit to me, Coley. He usually carries a few injuries. It don't look like it today to me.
So he's got the first chance of the quarter here. So probably kicking to maybe the scoreboard end, I would think. And he's coming in now from the half-forward line. It's on its way, but as soon as you wrap someone up, they put them straight out of bounds in the full. So the ball's gone out of bounds, just beside the behind post.
I think I'll start taking stats off for those sort of kicks, Smithy. It's a shocker.
A deduction. Clangers, they call them, I think, Laurie. So David Gibbs brings the ball back in from the back line. Raglis leans forward, but ignored. Now the umpire calls him to play on, and is waving his arms, and now he has to go. Has a guy in the goal square, which is Sam Higgleton, who walks back through the behind post and rushes to behind for the Thomson side. So Thomson, 6 goals, 4. Lead Bannockburn 4 goals, 1. The ball's been brought back in quickly by Hickleton. A good kick up the middle of the ground, and it's now there with Zach Hickleton. Thomson player loading over the ball, but there's not a free kick there. The umpire says he's got no chance of getting it out, and we have a ball up back in the centre of the ground.
There's a little bit more man-on-man right at the moment, Smithy, and it's not going anywhere.
That's what we need to see, Laurie, I think, and both sides will be trying to apply that pressure early in this quarter to establish some sort of ascendancy. So ball thrown in the air. Gage and Dorber this time, good tap down, but it's plucked off there by Thorley. Can't take possession. Gardner has it, gets his hands free and goes to Denneman. Tackle from behind by Reek. Now it's back on the half-forward line, picked up by Van Ingen, goes by hand to Aaron Broom, works his way back through the contest nicely. Over the top, goes to Mullane Grant, a kick towards the goal square. Gage all over the top of Sessions in the forward line. No, it's not, it's Clinton Shaw. And Clint Shaw for the Bannockburn side has a shot on goal from about 10 metres out. Slight angle, but Shaw should kick this one through for the Bannockburn side. Not going to take much time for his deliberating over the kick here. So Clint Shaw kicks forward and goes straight over the goal umpire's head. So Bannockburn, the early goal in the second. And Dorber, the only one that actually leaps the ball, goes to Broom. Gets a quick kick towards half forward. O'Shannessy and Dowie go for the ball. Well done by Bradley. Knocks the ball forward, but it comes out only as far as Dwayne Broom. Sees Colliger at centre half forward, but Mullane Grant comes across in front of Nathan Denneman and takes a good strong mark. So Tommy Mullane Grant, well within range, is going to stand back and shoot for goal. 50 metres out, I think it is, and a good chance for Bannockburn to inch their way closer here in the contest here in the second quarter. Mullane Grant comes in from 45, 50 metres. Nice kick on goal. The umpire's just standing there, wobbles his head back, and that's gone straight over the umpire's head. So the second goal to Tommy Mullane.
Park, Bannockburn. Only one ruckman went for the tap on that occasion. Dorber gets it towards half forward for Bannockburn. They've come right back into this game in the 5 minutes of this second quarter. And nothing in it now as Thomson across half back through Dowie, try to get the ball forward. Mark dropped on that occasion for Thomson by Jones, but comes back on the ball, picks it up, goes towards half forward. Coley, he's mercurial, picks it up, eludes the tackle, goes goalwards, an atrocious kick off the boot, and from 20 metres out has missed the easiest of shots to the right-hand side, behind. Thomson 6-5-41. They lead Bannockburn 6-1-37. Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard, 6.5 minutes gone, Laurie, and it's a game on here.
It certainly is, Eric, and I like this way they can bring the footy in very quickly. You can play on now before the umpy
waves the flags,
which is tremendous.
So the kick in, that's very quickly, it's gone towards centre wing now, Bannockburn. This time O'Shannessy, is he playing centre forward, Dale, or is he...
he's actually picked there, but...
Centre wing outer side, comes to ground to Harriet, handball to Highland. Some of the handballs and kicks are missing the mark a little now, but Harriet now receives a handball back, kicks long to half forward. Maharis, he's in there against David Gibbs. He can't control the footy. Kick off the ground towards centre wing. There's a contest. Aaron Broom and Christian Highland, two great players, but the ball finally comes back to Chris Reek for the Bannockburn side. He kicks towards centre wing. Clean bowl, Tommy Harriet. Can't pick it up. Finally comes back to the ball. On the left foot towards half forward. Looking for Highland. Finds Jerkovic instead. He goes on the left foot to full forward. Oh, McLeod. Great one grab mark. Where's his opponent? One of the Gibbs boys. I think David was a long way from him. And 25 metres out. Probably worse than a 45-degree angle. Jackson McLeod. Already 2 goals in the first quarter. Has the opportunity at the 8-minute mark of the second quarter to assist the Thomson score. Moves in. Good-looking approach, Laurie. Good-looking kick, but the goal umpire's gone a fair way across. I tell you what, he's done a great job.
And probably hasn't shown what he's truly worth, I don't think, at senior football to date. So the ball's been thrown up. Chris Reek takes clean possession out of the centre. Mullane Grant works from Denman underneath the ball. Now has a chance to pick the ball up. Has a chance to steady. He's looking for someone to come past and to help. Now he's clear, has a shot on goal.
He's
kicked it. I think that's pretty good from here. And the umpire hasn't moved from the centre of the square, but he's going to indicate that that's all clear, I would think. 1 goal to Tommy Mullane Grant.
On there at the 10-minute mark of the quarter. This time it was Dorber get the tap down. Highland, he stole it, tried to handball to advantage, but now it stacks on the mill, and umpire has moved in and will put the ball in the air about 5 metres toward the Thomson goal from the centre circle. It's Gibbs and Gardner are... there's quite a bit going on off the ball, so it'll be interesting to see which way this kick is going to go. I think David Gibbs gave the free kick. The umpire didn't have much say in it. So David Gibbs towards half forward. Ball comes to ground. Watts, good roving there in front of the pack. He goes goalwards. He's run a long way. And from 20 metres out, has missed the shot on goal. And a one behind has been signified. Brad Watts, one he should have got, but it's not a goal. So it's 7 goals, 2-44, Bannockburn, 7-5-47, Thomson. Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard as we go past the 11-minute mark.
Ball's been brought back into play. McCarran's taken a nice mark to play on quickly to Denman. Now it's fine. Tommy Harriet. Harriet moves the ball quickly. This time Gage, just over the centre forward, the wing position, takes a mark, steadies things up. Now goes long. Looking for Jackson McLeod from behind. Ball's pushed to the ground by Benning, and it is Brooms there. Takes the handball, feeds it up, pushing it back. Now advantage is being played. Comes to Colliger from Lewis. Colliger goes short to the centre of the ground, finds John O'Shannessy. Just short of true centre position. Goes wider now. Perkins in front, and that's Lee. Takes a good strong mark in front of Thurley. Held on to a little bit long, but now goes wide. Kicks the ball forward, looking for Sessions in front, but a good spoil there from the... Thomson defender in Edwards, and the ball's gone over the boundary line, 25 metres around from the behind post. And we're in between the back pocket and half-back flank. Bannockburn now deep into attack.
Laurie, both sides, when they move the ball, it's been a great spectacle.
Oh, it certainly has, Eric, and Edwards did quite well there to get that ball to the boundary line.
So ball thrown in, taken out by O'Shannessy, gets a handball, a suspect one, but comes to Shaw. He can't take possession, but a free kick, no. It's gone over the boundary line and will be thrown back into play.
I'd hate to say that umpire Kiss was wrong on that occasion, but the ruckman took the ball. Kiss said he handballed away, but when you tackle,
that's exactly what's supposed
to be. It's a free kick.
So ball's gone back into play. O'Shannessy again over the top. Ball comes down, comes to Colliger. Spoilt by Jerkovic in some good play. Wins possession of the ball, feeds it out. Picked up there by Thomson. I can't see it with all the players around, but there's about 4 or 5 of them all on the possession of the ball. So umpire says he's got no chance and will be thrown out. It's Maheras actually back there, and the ball will be thrown out 25 metres out from the Bannockburn goal.
So 13 minutes gone, second quarter, as the ball in the air once again. McLaren gets the ball down. Oh, Colliger only had to bend down and pick it up. O'Shannessy did. Can he have a shot on goal? He hooks it on the left foot. It's in the goal square. Bradley prepared to concede a rush behind to the Bannockburn side, and that's their third. 7-3-45. They trail Thomson 7-5-47. 2 points in it. That's the Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard. 13 and a half minutes gone as Christian Hyland quickly kicks it in now. Mark taken by Thorley. Over the top to Harriet. Harriet on half-back. Handball now to Dowie. Not a good handball. Put him under pressure. He's good enough to come back. Now he's looking for support. Gets a shepherd from Harriet, and that's good. But into the middle, and Daniel Gibbs has taken the mark. That's probably making him feel a bit better. That's the best thing he's done for the day. I think gone into the middle of the ground. Sessions. Strong mark. Handball quickly to Watts. Watts now. Can he run? No, he doesn't have to. He kicks it to the lead at the full forward. Lane Grant can't take the mark. McLaren put his head down to try to get the footy. Nearly had it knocked off, so get the free kick, head high tackle. Goes to the middle of the ground, finds Grigg. And Grigg at true centre half-back takes the mark. Goes wide, finds Riley. Thomson just possessing at the moment. 14 minutes gone first quarter. 47 plays 45. Thomson in front.
Ball towards centre wing in front. Gage spoiled by Hickland. Now the tackle comes from Gibbs. Gage works hard at ground level, takes possession. Perkins off the ground. Now Riley coming the other way, meets the ball. Oh, Colliger off the ground, clears it out of the pack. But Harriet with strength picks the ball up. Goes by hand to Grigg. Back to Maheras. Maheras centre of the ground short. Good little chip there. Finds Hyland, who pitched forward of the contest and takes the mark. Just short of centre half forward. Goes over the top again. Grigg this time takes the mark. He'll be just inside 50. Probably had an opportunity to play on there, but we'll go back now from right on the 50-metre zone with a shot on goal.
Two options there, Dale. Gurkovic was the other. I don't know how good a kick for goal Grigg is, but I think he might be better than Jade Gurkovic.
Gurkovic would have been looking for the handball straight away, so don't worry about that. So here we are. Daniel Grigg. There's about 4 Daniels in this side, so he comes in now. Kicks the ball. It's nice off the boot. Won't get the distance, and in front is Hickleton, but the ball has gone through for a rush behind. And the scoreboard now moves 7-6. Thomson, they lead Bannockburn 7-3. And we've played 15 minutes.
So the kick in taken very quickly by Hickleton, and on the half-back flank, it's good defensive work. Thomson kicking to the southern end. Ball comes down to Reek. There's Lewis. He ducked, he dived, but picked up by Grigg, who kicked the last behind. And now the umpire said, I'll have the footy. And it's about 45 metres from the Thomson goal, kicking to the southern end. And I see Robbie Giles holding the clipboard for the Bannockburn side. I understand another knee operation coming up fairly soon. Injured the same knee, Dale, at work. So that's unfortunately for Bannockburn. But the game continues as Lewis tried to crash through the pack. Oh, there's a deliberate out of bounds. Who did it? Bannockburn. It's a free kick to Tommy Harriet. No, unfortunately, he's not going to be able to steal a free kick, as it's Chris Baxter. He's right on the boundary line, obviously, and will kick the ball to the head of the goal square. That's where it needs to go. Big pack of players there. Greg Gage can't bend down to pick the footy up. He's going to get a free kick, though. I think he was interfered with over the shoulder as he was trying to get hold of the footy. And, well, we'll see how good the basketball is kicked, Laurie, because he's only 15 metres out directly in front. Has played a rattling good game so far. 1 quarter and 17 minutes of the second. Daniel Gage. He's got the free kick, and I guess, Laurie, an important kick for Thomson. They've stagnated a bit in this quarter.
Yeah, they certainly need this goal here. They're
So Gage now moves in.
He's kicked
Good looking kick. Goal umpire moves a long way across, but from here it went right through the big timber, and the umpire signifies that.
Bannockburn, and again Jimmy Filet will go into ruck with McLaren, I think, doing the ruck work, giving Gage a spell. So the ball's in the air. This time McLaren wins it. Goes to Dwayne Broom. Kick straight up and down. Punch forward by Harriet. Goes to Filet. Over the top, but only Highland in the road. Now he goes towards centre half forward, and Gage, coming up the ground, takes a good strong mark in front of Hickleton. So Daniel Gage goes forward quickly again. Another nice looking kick. McLeod on a good strong lead, but doesn't take the mark. Comes out, finds Perkins now. Perkins going short, and Filet coming across. Probably should have been paid the mark. And that's fair enough too, I think. He had good control. And I don't think Tommy will argue too much about that. He comes wide. Got Dean Perkins it is on the centre wing. Goes forward now, short again. How it goes towards Stanford, but he turned his back on it. And Thorley is able to win possession of the ball, looking for help, goes over the top to Jerkovic. Jerkovic comes through, has the arm up. Unfortunately, Dean Perkins, and that's one good thing about the two Perkins boys, they'll always put their body on the line. So good play from young Perkins, especially with Jerkovic coming the other way. So Dean Perkins would be 45 metres out. Will go towards goal. Kicks the ball up. It's not a real good-looking kick. Goes to the front of the square, and in front is Nick Maheras. Plays on. Goes to last year's coach in. Tom Harriet leads up, and Tommy Harriet takes a good diving mark. I probably would have paid that. Play on, says the umpire. Perkins again. Now goes forward. That's a better-looking kick. And Dean Perkins has kicked the goal. And I would think that Tommy can feel himself a little bit unlucky. There mightn't have had...
In the middle once again. Up high, neither ruckman get a tap. Lewis, the secondary tap forward into the arms there of Sessions. He goes the long kick to the goal square for Bannockburn. In for the front of the pack there, it was well picked up. That was Tommy Sanford. Fantastic effort, roving the front of the pack.
We've still got 10 or so minutes to play, but the ball's come forward, goes towards O'Coley, pushed off the balls, he went to kick it. Dean Perkins there, now Lee Perkins dives in the ball, has to get the ball out and does so, picked up by Reek, goes back, this time it's kicked forward by Thomson. Dan Gibbs by himself, has plenty of time to steady, goes wide, will find Sam Hickleton on the half back line, has Filet just up the ground but goes shorter. Aaron Broom chips in. We're still short of centre wing. Now he goes back towards the centre. Dean Perkins there, but Nick Maheras, great work. Gets a hand on the ball, puts it down, goes towards Jerkovic. Tackle from behind by Lewis is not made. Goes over the top of the players coming out from the goal square, and that's gone through the point. So I think we'll give that to... Jerkovic was it that kicked the ball? That's a big kick for Jerkovic. He'd be happy with that. If it had gone through the goal, he would have said it was 70 metres out. But Gibbs brings the ball back in, goes wide, and Dean Perkins finds the ball at half back. Turns, goes towards centre wing. Not a real good kick. Lewis there, taps the ball forward, but the ball's gone over the boundary.
7, I've got Thomson. They may be 8-6. Trail Bannockburn 9-3. On the Exhaust Brothers scoreboard. The ball thrown in on centre wing. McLaren kicks towards half forward. Attacking the football there for Thomson was Lantern. He's just on the ground, but the ball's in the middle of the ground. Harriet does well to try to intercept the handball. Doesn't get a kick away. It's really tough in the middle there as the umpire's keeping a pretty close eye on proceedings, and almost in the centre circle at the 22.5-minute mark of the second quarter, the ball will be thrown up by the umpire once again. Looks like Gage back in the ruck, beaten on that occasion. Handball comes out wide. Picked up there for the Thomson side by Koshel, new man on the ground, and kicked across the ground. Now picked up by Dwayne Broom, left foot round the body, attacking the footy O'Shannessy. He's tackled well. The umpire has said...
good tackle.
He tried to punch it, but Dowie, the free kick handball quickly to Harriet. Harriet, nowhere to go. Goes looking for Jerkovic, dropped the mark he should have taken. Now he's outnumbered 3-1. And Bannockburn should get away for it. They won't as the ball comes towards centre wing. Oh, in front of us, Broom was tackled out the footy, blind side of the umpire as Riley picks it up for Thomson. That's smothered off his boot. And
marginally to the Thomson end, I should say, trying to get that out. Now it comes to Broom, goes to Lewis, ducks underneath, a tackle from Jerkovic. He should be pinged here. Yes, and a good tackle there by Jerkovic. Wins possession of the ball. So, Jay Jerkovic has the ball. He'll be looking to handball. Runner's not there. Now he has Dowie. Goes back. Dowie kicks the ball towards Maheras. Raglers is there, but over the top, Hickleton knocks the ball to the ground. Good pick up there. Tackle from behind by Gardner. Picked up by Dorber, but the free kick has gone to Hickleton, I think, for in the back. So Sam Hickleton, it's on the half back line. will look to relieve some sort of pressure there. Goes wide looking for Tom Stanford. Stanford's made good ground up the field. Now has Watts running. Can he get it over the top? It's a nice looking kick. If Watts can get there, he could be away. He's got pace, but a bad bounce. Come back, favours Baxter. Baxter runs onto the ball, tries to work it. Stanford's there now in support again. Ball still in dispute. Watts picks it up, lying over it. Could be a free kick here. Umpire says no. Probably a little bit generous. He did dive on it.
Would have been lucky. He pulled it back in, didn't he?
Yeah, he did dive and pull it in. So we're on the true centre wing position here. And the ball's going to be thrown in the air. Looks like Watts is going to have to take the ruck here. Goes up. He actually wins possession of the ball there and then knocks the ball forward. Again, works hard at ground level. In front, though, there was Christian Thorley. It was for the Thompson side.
Oh, he's got
and he wins a free kick for over the shoulder, I think, from Tom Stanford. So back of the centre wing. Goes long towards the half-forward line. Broom in front, but a good mark there coming through. And I think that Coshel's taken the mark. Goes towards the centre of the ground. Poor kick. Dan Gibbs has the mark. Now goes wide to Perkins. Heard the voice. Probably didn't affect the handball too well, but Tom Harriet pushes the ball forward. Aaron Broom picks it up. Tackled by Maharis. Good tackle. There's some strong work in here. Not getting too far, but both sides working very hard at ground level. Lewis tries to take the ball, but Maharis gets a free kick, and Nick Maharis comes wide. Good play, goes to O'Reilly. Riley now has the ball, runs towards half forward, short, on a lead, but Hickleton coming across in front of Gardner. And not too many people will be brave enough to do that in a day's game of football, but Sam Hickleton did it well, takes the mark and relieves some pressure.
So Hickleton now goes wide, finds Dean Perkins, half-back flank, very close to the boundary. Perkins now holds it up, must be very late in this second quarter, 26 minutes gone. The kick towards centre wing. Big pack of players there. Oh, great mark, Matty Lewis. Gage tried to spoil, couldn't get the fist of the footy, and Lewis now on the left foot towards Mullane Grant at centre half forward. Good mark from him in front. Now decides to go to the lead at half forward. In fact, the lead's come down the ground. Terrific work by Chris Reek. He runs into the open goal from 35 metres out. I'll tell you what, I think he's missed it. Terrible miss there because nobody in front of him. And has missed 9 goals for 58 Bannockburn, 8-7, 55 Thomson. Exhaust Brothers second quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes gone.
So to bring the ball back into play, Thomson now. We've ticked over, as I said, as Eric said, now nearly 27 minutes gone. Goes wide, kick doesn't fade Gage there, and Watts takes a mark. Goes short, has Shaw and also Colliger. Colliger takes a mark, still outside 50, looking for options. Stanford moves, now he goes towards Mullane Grant, sitting perfect there. Easy. And I think you could probably see that as soon as it left the boot that Tommy was going to take that mark. And Mullane Grant from about 15 metres out will have a shot on goal. Probably James Follett stood in the right position there and just allowed Tommy to have that free run at the ball.
Kick number 10 coming up for Tom.
So Tom Mullane Grant.
4th goal if he kicks this.
Comes in, comes towards, nice approach on goal, and Tommy's bread and butter stuff that. And Mullane Grant now kicks his 4th goal of the afternoon.
At most times.
So 28 minutes into the second quarter, Gage gets the tap away at the centre. Ball kicked off the ground for Bannockburn. Aaron Broom picks it up. Nice handball to advantage. It doesn't come off, however. And there's a lot of fumbling now as players trying desperately to get hold of the footy close to half-time. Now it stacks on the mill. There's about 9 blokes in a heap there. And who was the poor fellow on the bottom? Timmy Gardner. The free kick's gone against him. So...
someone got the fit of the fumbles there, though. You've got to pick that ball up when it's in a situation like that. But it's early stuff, early first game of the year.
So it was Dan Gibbs, handball to Hickleton Sam. He goes wide towards centre wing. Mark not taken by players in front of our broadcast position. Coming back strongly was Lee Perkins. Handball to Watts. Watts now towards centre half forwards. A lovely position kick, and Bannockburn in front can't take the mark, however. Sanford comes back with Highland, does well. Never say die attitude. Handball goes looking for Lantern. He can't get the footy. Highland helps himself to handball to Thorley to centre wing. And off hands it comes to Cashel. He goes to the lead. It's full forward from Nick Maharis. And, grab without the footy. Ooh, umpire says play on as Daniel Gibbs. Handball picked up there by Gardner. There's a whistle.
It's a free kick to Timmy, I think.
I would have thought it was perhaps a free kick or two before that, but Timmy Gardner, in fact, has the free kick. The man the mark is on the boundary, 30 metres from, in fact, if anyone knows, Victoria Park, in front of the Social Club here.
It's probably a good result, Eric, for Thomson, that, because Nick sprayed across the goal. Timmy Who's on the mark? Ben Ingen, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so the mark and Timmy Gardner. He's going to move in. I think he'll fancy himself. He'll have a go. It's a lovely looking kick off the bird. It's a magnificent kick from Timmy Gardner. And there's a Barry O'Toole.
Minutes. We've had 10 and 11 minutes of time on. Ball back in the centre of the ground. Comes to Jerkovic. Gets tackled from two fronts there. One from the back, one from the front. But gets the ball, fields it free. And there's the siren for the end of the second quarter. So at half-time, Bannockburn will lead 10 goals for 64 to Thomson 9-7-6.
And the umpire moves to the circle. Up goes the ball. Ruckman Gage, tap down, gets the tap down first up, goes to, that was Grigg, roundabout centre half forward, picked up there by Lewis for the Bannockburn side. Left foot off a step, goes towards half forward, intercepted there by Grigg, Dowie out to Harriet, and Thomson go forward quickly. Up high is at the back Riley. And, well, he's paid the mark, but played on quickly, goes to the full forward position. Oh, Timmy Gardner, both players wrestling. Wonderful effort, Timmy Gardner. He's tapped the ball along the ground into the arms there of the coach, Nick Maharis, and he's kicked the first goal of the quarter.
But they're up in the air again. This time Dorber knocks it down, but Jerkovic takes possession, goes towards centre half forward. Hickleton running back with a flight, doesn't take it. Coley with hands, looks to feed the ball on to the oncoming player, but it goes to Broome, back to Lewis, now to Sam Hickleton. Moves the ball quickly and forward towards centre wing. In front is Reek, takes possession of the ball, gets around the oncoming Thomson player, goes back towards the centre of the ground. It's a dangerous kick, but Colliger coming through takes the mark.
O'Shannessy did well there, shepherded the player away from the contest.
So Colliger goes forward, this time looking for the Bannockburn forward line, but Denneman over the back, has Shaw in pursuit, goes on the left, goes wide, has it gone too wide, but in the interim, Shaw has knocked over Denneman, and I think he's going to get a free kick down the field. So on the centre wing, I think it's Noel Riley running across to take possession of the ball. So the free kick with Noel, just short of the centre wing. Has Aaron Broome standing the mark. Looking for options, been told to move on now. Does so, kicks the ball long. Over half forward, Hickleton coming in. Good strong mark there from Sam Hickleton to again relieve some pressure. Goes back to the centre of the ground, has O'Shannessy. Good mark there, coming in, pressure from Harriet. Through centre position, goes quickly. Poor kicks it, smothered by Harriet. Goes to Zach Hickleton. Quick hands, back to Aaron Broome. Around the corner, looking for Shaw. Sessions in behind, has a chance, goes through his hands, and it's out of bounds, about 20 metres each. But ball's been thrown back in. He wins possession. Malone Grant takes the ball. Kick forward, finds Hickleton, not paid. The mark, it's a quick shot, and it goes across the face of goal. Still in play, I think. Still there, now it's out of bounds.
They're in numbers, but they can't get away with the football. Denneman pocket for Thomson. They've got the only score for the quarter. That was the first goal. Denneman's kick is very close to the boundary line. Oh, good pick up there by McLeod. Handball to Harriet. Handball to Jerkovic. On the overlap, it's Harriet took the handball back. A long kick over the centre line. Cashel, handball back behind the running player in Riley, but he recovers. Now to the full forward position, and Thomson, they took the ball the full length of ground very quickly there, and it's in the arms of Daniel Jones at, he's 35 metres out directly in front. An opportunity for second score of the quarter to the Thomson side. And Laurie, that was just sensational footy down the outer wing.
Yeah, and it was too easy there in the middle there. There was Thomson players unchecked there, and I don't know where the Bannockburn's boys were. They'll be running ahead of the footy, I think.
Well, Jones has kicked the goal as the ball goes up once again. Dorber wins that one, gets it down. Whistle on the play. Umpire, I don't know who is... he's not paying advantage. It's a Bannockburn free kick. As
it's going back to
Lee Perkins.
Lee Perkins in the middle of the ground. Quickly on to Colliger. Colliger, he goes quickly to half forward. It's very wide. Oh, it's a good diving mark. Looks like O'Shannessy to me. And, I think he's a good bet at centre half forward, Dale. He's very mobile and sets a target.
That was a wonderful kick, though, Eric.
It was beautiful.
A beautiful kick.
Well, you wouldn't expect much different from Troy Colliger, would you? Been around for a while. Has O'Shannessy now, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle. We're not quite behind it, but we'll get a good view of this kick as he moves in. It's a good-looking kick, but it's across the face of goal. In fact, it's right across and missed everything, touched just inside the field of play, and the ball will be thrown in deep in the forward pocket for Bannockburn. Kicking in this third quarter to the southern end as The ball now thrown into play. Big pack of players down there. Oh, Tom Mullane Grant, magnificent roving.
Touched.
Somewhere it was touched. I don't know where, but it's a behind to Mullane Grant and to Bannockburn. They've gone on very, very quickly. Thomson, Dale, I'll give it to you in a second, but 10-5, 65, Bannockburn, 11-7, 73, Thomson. And that's on the De Grande Cycle scoreboard.
Has the ball on the half-back line, goes towards McLeod, goes over his head. Darren Broom takes in, has a chance to get the ball going back towards Bannockburn's forward line. Shaw looks like he's coming in. Could have been a shepherd off the ball there, but the umpire's called a mark there, and I think Brett Dowie has taken the mark on the half-back line. Kicks the ball back towards the centre, a dangerous kick again, and in the hole there is Zach Hickleton, takes the ball in front of Koshel. Koshel on the mark, so Zach Hickleton about 20 or 25 metres outside the 50-metre zone, goes wide, finds Reek. Reek now still outside that zone. On the half-forward line is running around. Will be called to play on very shortly. Goes in, goes long, looking for the big mark. Numbers with
great
Thomson there, and in front, Daniel
Gage.
Gage. A great vertical jump there, takes the mark in front of a number of players, including Tommy Mullane Grant of Bannockburn. He goes wide, has Highland on the half-back line, still there.
How much will we see of this, Dale? Aaron Broom cramping up. It's only in the third quarter.
He has a bit of history of this sort of stuff, but he'll get through. He's a bit of a soldier, Broomy. So we're back with Thorley. Goes across over the half-back line. Hickle in front of Maheris. And the ball is spilt on the chest there of Sam Hick.
11 kicks, so he's nearly a leading kick getter, I think. Christian Hall, 11 as well for Thomson.
Gage is there, gets the tap. I don't know where he's tapped it. He's tapped it backwards straight into the path of Dwayne Broom. So I think he's lost track of where he is on the ground. A lovely little pick up by Broom. Shaw can't take the mark. Wasn't interfered with, said the umpire, as the ball picked up there. Thomson, as the ball comes in once again. Colliger does the ruck work. He taps it forward. Now we've got it picked up by Thorley for Thomson. Goes towards centre wing. Gage, certainly a little taller than his opponent in Perkins there, as gets a handball to Harriet. Harriet gets rid of the footy. Dwayne Broom, umpire said he handballed away. We've got Stacks on the mill, and the umpire will move in. True centre wing and put the ball in the air. 8.5 minutes gone, third quarter. 10-5 Bannockburn. Trail Thomson, 11-7.
Ball's thrown back in the air. Gage and Dorber knocked forward by Gage. Goes to Perkins. Lee, that is, kicks the ball forward to his brother Dean. Good clean pick up, but unfortunately the handball doesn't hit the target of Colliger coming the other way. And the ball's back, all back into play. Gage up, a big knock forward, comes down, goes to Harriet. Harriet walks through the pack. Campbell's over, finally comes to Highland. Highland back, goes to, I think it Gage there, but doesn't pick the ball up. No, it wasn't. It was Grigg, I think, on the ground fighting for the ball. Now we have it back with Bannockburn. Nowhere, players going nowhere, and a free kick's been plucked out of there, and I think it's going to Jamie Van Ingen on the centre wing position. So a chance to move from this area of the ground. McLeod on the mark. It's an up and under kick, goes wide, looking for Perkins, finds him, but Thorley, good pressure, and the ball has been knocked over the boundary line. And again, half forward flank, this time Bannockburn back in attack.
Don't know whether Thorley landed too well as a result.
I think it might be cramped though, I think. He did land pretty hard. It was a pretty good effort there.
So it's thrown back into play. Gage, favoured by the throw-in, taps the ball down nicely to Highland, walks around the Bannockburn player, kicks it forward, Maheris in front. Good strong mark there by Maheris. Good contest there from Hickleton, but the ball's in the hands of Nick Maheris. Comes wide, sees Jerkovic. Not a good kick there. Comes to Lewis, has got an interception. Over the top, Timmy Gardner steps in front, puts his body in the line, and a free kick won by the Timmy Gardner. So Gardner now outside the 50-metre zone will look to get the ball deep into attack for the Thomson side. Has it Coley going to the pocket. Good strong mark and a good lead there by a Coley. And he has marked the ball about 25, 30 metres out in a 45-degree angle. And again, while we're not directly behind it, we'll have a fair indication of where this ball's going. So a Coley comes in, runs around a bit, gives himself a bit more room, and that has gone straight through the centre. And it's through for a goal to the Thomson side.
Only and fairly.
Oh, very good, Eric. It's excellent game for first up performance.
So the ball now cleared by Thomson from that centre break, and that was terrific work, Christian Highland. Bullet-like pass to the lead there of Coley once again. He's kicked two, one less than a minute ago, and Josh Coley might be the...
kick number 9 coming up for Josh.
He might be the wild card here as he puts it goalwards. He's hooked that one across, and mark has been paid. Well, David Gibbs didn't think the mark was paid. He handballed it to to Lewis, and he's played on quickly now, gets a handball, drew the player, Hickleton, Sam, goes towards centre wing, good looking kick in front there, O'Shannessy, great mark, we had a good view of that, and took it very, very strongly ahead of Brett Dowie, goes towards half forward. Good work there by the Thomson defence, but Brad Watts, very, very quick on his feet, picked the footy up, unfortunately, in trying to change, thrown in front of the Social Club. Both ruckman vie for the footy, came down to Colliger, off left foot, just one step towards the full forward position. Great contest, Mullane Grant and Denneman, but Mullane Grant won out, picked it up quickly, had the pot shot for goal, unfortunately off target. 4 goals, 2 off the boot of Tom Mullane Grant, and the second behind in this quarter for Bannockburn, 10-6-66. They trail Thomson 12-7.
He's a strong boy, that Tom Grant, isn't he?
He is. So the kick in taken quickly, and it's to Dale.
And the ball's come out over the top of the half back line. I don't think it's been touched, and it's gone out of bounds. So the free kick will go to O'Shannessy's out in the half forward line, and then quickly move to Matthew Lewis, a bit closer to the centre half forward position. Now on the left foot, goes along this time, looking for Mullane Grant, but again, this time Bradley takes a good, strong relieving mark for the Thomson side, about 20 metres out from goal. So Aaron Bradley has a chance to relieve some pressure here, looking wide again. Maheris will be the target. He's gone very, very wide. Is it inside the field of play? The umpire says yes. He goes round onto the left foot quickly. This time Harriet on true centre wing takes the mark. Marked up by Lewis. And the ball again, they're moving the ball very well around the boundary line here, the Thomson side. And we have Koshel taking the mark on half forward in front of Broome. Again, another quick movement towards half forward, but Brad Watts takes the mark, drops it. Now he plays on, comes away, has time to steady, goes over the top by hand, not a good handball, puts Colliger under pressure. Oh, a good strong hit there by
Colliger might get a free kick, I think.
No, he's not going to get it. But it could have been because it was off the ball. Harriet has the ball, goes short, not a good-looking kick, goes to Highland, gets the handball moving to Dowie. Dowie's under pressure, didn't dispose of it too well then, but the umpire says he's held on to after it was delivered. And a free kick will go to Brett Dowie on the half-forward line. Goes quickly on, and Noel Riley taking the mark in between the half-forward and forward pocket position. Dan Gibbs and Timmy Gardner renewing Creighton's again in the third quarter.
Yeah, David Gibbs wants to be very careful. He doesn't give a free kick away.
So O'Reilly goes backwards. Oh, that's a poor-looking kick. This time comes to Lewis. Does well. Gets around there. Takes a bounce. Chased down from behind. Handball comes over the top. Goes to Colliger. Looking for options. Comes wide. Has Perkins. Needs a favourable bounce and gets one. Runs onto the ball. Has Broome further down the field. A nice-looking kick, and it will find Dwayne Broome. No, it's gone over the top. Good enough to run back on. Oh, tackle without possession of the ball. Could have been awarded a free kick. This time with Thomson picked up by, I think it's Bradley, was it? But a free kick's been given, and it goes to Sessions, Brian Sessions in the forward pocket for the Bannockburn side. Goes short and quick. This time finds O'Shannessy 30 metres out from goal, directly in front. So opportunity here for the Bannockburn side to kick a goal through O'Shannessy. And players now starting to cramp pretty heavily. There's a couple of Bannockburn players on the ground in Hickleton and Broome. Also up forward, Dwayne Broome. So while the pre-season's done and dusted, Shannessy's come in for goal, and that's a nice-looking kick off the boot and a much-needed goal for the Bannockburn side. So
the umpire puts it in the air once again. This time Gage gets it down, and as far as Colliger, terrific work there by Riley in the clutches there. He smothered the handball, tried to pick it up. Now it stacks on the mill on the cricket pitch here. Jerkovic, he's strong in those packs. Gets a handball out, can't get it clear of the pack, unfortunately. Picked up by Broome. He can't get it clear. Now it's clear to Colliger. Gets the footy. Handball to Lewis. Lewis for Bannockburn now. Towards half forward flanks. A lovely looking kick. Perkins Dean can't take the mark. And, well, he does keep it in players. Dwayne Broome picks up the ball. Good defensive stuff by Thomson. Maybe they should have let the ball go out because Brad Watts has got the footy. Great tackle as Timmy Gardner picks it up. He gets the ball forward. Oh, a nice little tap over the shoulder to Matty Lewis, but they both continue in the game of footy. Baxter, Chris, chases the footy, can't pick it up. He gets assistance from Cashel. He gets a handball to Tommy Harriet. I don't know whether Tommy was ready for that, but he picks it up, recovers quickly. Out wide to Riley. What can he do with it this time? Heads goal with not a good kick again. Highland under pressure because the ball bounced very short of him, and Filet brings the ball towards the half-back flank. Great mark, Brad Watts for Bannockburn. And he chips it further forward. That's not a good kick. Timmy Gardner, a lot of courage, stayed underneath the footy. Picked up there by Lanton. He goes toward the boundary. Gage did well. Big punch forward. Nick Maharis leads in the race for the footy. He's got players there for the handball. If he can get it clear, gets it out. Ball, he comes back on it, Maharis. Handball looking for teammate in Greg. Now it stacks on the mill. The umpire allows it to go.
In truck there, Lewis over the top, knocks the ball to the front of the pack, comes to Reek, goes to Watts by hand, Watts goes forward. O'Shannessy a 2-on-1, over the top, Dowie, good ball forward. Gardner getting back front and square, has the ball. Fit as ever, Timmy Gardner, don't worry about that. Goes in towards centre half forward, a good knock on there by Baxter. Sees it favour Cashel, but Gibbs in attendance with him. He does the best, wins possession of the ball, comes back inside. No, he doesn't. Spins wide, goes back to the boundary. Has Raglis, I think it is, on the centre wing. Now goes by hand, finds Jamie Van Ingen. Van Ingen goes forward, a poor kick, and in front is McLaren. So McLaren goes back towards the centre of the ground. Has Gage. Gage plays on. Pressure there from Lane Grant from behind. Comes wide. Jerkovic. Centre wing in front of the players' race here. Goes by foot. Jerkovic. A nice looking kick by Coley. Again leads Stanford in front. But Stanford gets a hand on the ball. Knocks it forward. Heading towards the boundary line. It is a Coley, tries to take it out. Lewis wins possession from behind, but Gardner comes in, gets the handball back, goes to Grigg towards the centre of the ground. Raglis is there also with Baxter. Goes over the top. David Gibbs wins the ball, goes over the top to Raglis by hand. Has time to steady. All chased down. A good chase there by Baxter. Lane Grant leads for the race, overruns the ball. Denneman looking for support. Handball's out, goes to McLaren. No. It goes back now with, I think, Stokes or Edwards, I think, sitting on the ball. Comes to Mullane Grant. A quick kick forward. 2-on-1, and I think the two might win this one out, but Dwayne Broome does well there in the contest. Bradley and Perkins it is, working towards the boundary line. Won by Bradley. Kicks the ball up. Goes towards the half-back line, and taking the mark is Daniel Grigg. So Daniel Grigg, 20 minutes gone, delivers a ball and crosses across. Has the Thomson player there in Riley it is. No, it's not. It's Edwards again. Kicks the ball wide. Goes towards Baxter, just short of centre wing. Raglis takes the mark. Goes over the top. Goes for Jackson McLeod. It's not a good-looking kick. Ball stays in play. Won by Van Ingen. Goes over the top to Broome. Broome short. Finds O'Shannessy. He's done well at centre half forward, roaming across that centre of the ground. Back to Broome by hand. Now short, this time looking for Dwayne. Broome, his brother, and finds him. Dwayne Broome just inside the centre square. Has a look downfield, has Sessions moving forward, but not too much movement otherwise. Mullane Grant now makes a move to the pocket. It's a good kick out to space. Mullane Grant's in the air and takes a mark away from Nathan Denham and Daniel Gage. So Tommy Mullane Grant probably doesn't work hard enough in that area of the ground. He'd like to have the ball set up, but he's a great mark and just showed again his value to this Bannockburn side.
Fun at the other end, I didn't think Jackson McLeod worked hard enough when the ball bounced good away from him.
Well spotted.
So Mullane Grant to bring the game back closer now. Tommy Mullane Grant comes in from 35 metres out, off 3 or 4 steps, and that's gone straight back over the umpire's head. And Mullane Grant registers his fifth
here at Bannockburn in round number 1 is underway as the ball goes up. Gage, clear tap down first up. Broome Aaron off the half-back line, grabs the footy. They kick it away this time through Raglis towards half-forward. Thomson defending strongly. Ball comes forward to Dowie. Dowie, a long kick off half-back. Really hasn't got a lot to kick to. Nick Maharis was leading toward the boundary and a very barely flowing down. So Gage, a huge tap down from the throw in there. Comes to David Gibbs as he runs toward the centre. Oh, gee, there's a host of Thomson players there. Picked up by Jerkovic. Which way is he going to go? He's got Harriet out wide, takes the mark, plays on quickly. Lovely chip pass this time to
Jones.
Who's he found? Jones there. He's kicked a good goal in the last quarter, Daniel Jones. And the man on the mark is at about 40. It's a very good kick from there, but he moves in. It's underneath that, not going to get the distance anywhere near it. And Nick Maharis, that's a huge push in the back. And
I thought he was going to get away for it at the minute.
Well, the push in the back was only because Sam Hickleton couldn't get out of the way. I think he's got a bit of a sore leg by the look of him. And
cramping.
He took the mark. So a little chip to Colliger. Colliger now over to Gibbs. And Daniel Gibbs, I see, come off at three-quarter time. Might well have a leg injury, I think, the co-coach, and not taking any...
Coach, I think he's put himself in the thick of it. He's kicking's been atrocious all day. Fair dinkum. It's shocking.
He's not the reliable one, Ben. That's gone through. Stanford will bring the ball back into play. Dorber breaks. He goes to that player now. It's in the air. Dorber takes the mark. He'll be looking for support, and he'll handball to Watts, will he? No, he's not. He's held the ball up. Now he goes back to Tommy Stanford around the boundary line, goes short, looking for O'Shannessy in the air, ball knocked away from Dowie. Gage knocks the ball down, comes to Broome, tries to fend off Riley, goes back to Colliger, gets the handball across to Stanford, not a good looking kick, and O'Coley is best suited for that kick, and he takes the mark in front of Lee Perkins. Goes long, back to the goal square. Jackson McLeod. Yes, a nice mark there from the young player.
Had his name written on that, didn't he?
He had to take that. He's in the side for.
And that was the bonus there of the quick movement. Didn't hold things up. O'Coley got the ball moving forward and gave the young player a chance. So Jackson McLeod, chance to give Thomson a bit of leeway here early in the last quarter. In he comes. Only be 10 metres out. Bread and butter for the young kid, I would think, and he's put that through for a goal. So Jackson McLeod scores his fourth for the afternoon. Moves.
And Gage, miles over shore, punches it forward for Thomson. Highland runs onto the footy. Handball, Gardner, he comes at the footy. If he can pick it up, Riley. Picked up beautifully by Thorley. Handball over the top to Noel Riley, and that's a magnificent goal from Tom. O'Coley kick it, did he?
Yep.
So Josh O'Coley kicks his third.
Centre. Goes in the air this time again. Gage down to Highland with good hands, tackled by Colliger. Ball comes underneath. They're fighting for it. He still has possession. Highland knocks the ball clear this time. Well done. Comes out this time to Clint Shaw. Goes back to Raglas. It is now by hand back to Shaw. Knocks it back. Jerkovic. Quick foot forward. Goes towards the centre half forward position. But in front this time is Van Ingen. Takes a mark in front of McLeod. Comes wide looking for Watts. Finds Watts. There's a good strong mark there from Brad Watts. Has Stanford running past. Ignored. Still on the ground. Now he gets back. Goes long. College is in best position. Takes the mark. True centre wing. Looking for players further down the ground. Has Broome down the ground. Goes towards centre half forward, and Tommy Malone Grant Hicklin's pushed forward, comes over the top and takes the mark. Larry, go back to you, mate.
Okay, Lewis picks it up in the middle. The ball comes, kick off Lewis towards the head of the goal square. Kicked up Dwayne Broome on the wrong side. Hooks it around the body, Dwayne Broome, and has missed to the right hand side. It's in a final quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 7.5 minutes. Bradley, long kick in. It's a well-placed kick, mark taken by Edwards, outside 50 in defence. Another long kick to Gage, who's just ambled across the centre wing and made position and takes the good mark. Kicks it long now towards half forward. Timmy Gardner's got away on that occasion from David Gibbs. What a great battle that's been all day.
Yeah, Timmy's getting on top.
And Gardner now into the full forward position. Maharis over the top, can't take the mark. O'Coley, was tipped out the back to...
Someone spilt it.
Well,
Cramp.
it was a play in words. I'm not too sure. The goal umpire's got no idea. He given it a behind. So it is a behind to Thomson. We'll say it's rushed because the Thomson players made a meal of it. 14-9. Bannockburn 12-7, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes gone, Dale. You've got some three-quarter time scores, other games.
Yep, three-quarter time. Belpost Hill 14-10, Geelong West 6 goals 7. Corio 6-7, Belmont Lions 13 goals 9. Inverleigh 5 goals 6, East Geelong 12-14. Werribee Central's 12 goals 10 have moved ahead of Anarchy 8 goals 5. And Winchelsea 12-7 holds sway over North Geelong 10 goals 9.
So there's the three-quarter time. Magnificent effort. Aaron Broome, very, very lucky. He got through 2 tackles, and the umpire still didn't pay holding the ball, Laurie. What about that one?
It was Tim Gardner doing it, yes.
Yeah, magnificent tackle, and he'd already got through the first one, but the ball up at centre half forward. 9 minutes gone, final quarter, as the ball goes in the air once again. Sanford goes toward the boundary. Jerkovic, numbers here with Thomson certainly. Watts, brilliant pace, but he's outnumbered 3-1. Does well. Handball over the top to Dwayne Broome, and he's found Malane Grant. They're not done with yet, Bannockburn, as the clock goes past 9 minutes, and there's a lovely pass, Malane Grant, and he's found Zach Hickleton at centre half forward, and I would think, Dale, this kid could kick this. He's a very good kick for goal.
Yes, he's a good kick. He's probably just on his range here, though, I'd reckon. So
I think he's got to play more forward, this kid.
So Zach Hickleton now moves in. Good looking approach. Oh, he's got under it. I don't think it's going to quite get the... Yes, he got the distance, but not the accuracy. So behind to Zach Hickleton when I guess you could say Bannockburn needed a goal. 12-8-80. They trail Thomson 14-9-93. 10 minutes gone, third quarter, the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard.
So the ball's come back in quickly, and Zach Hilton's had another shot at goal, but it's gone through another behind. So another port to the Bannockburn side. They move to 12 goals, 8, trailing Thomson 14-9.
12-9, it'll make them now. Second one.
Yep. And Harriet to bring the ball back into play. So Harriet moves the ball, goes to the pocket, goes over the top and finds Christian Highland. Hasn't stopped working all day. Highland now at the back pocket, comes in, finds Gardner. Now he plays on, gets round Hickleton, looks to go wide, has no options. Probably goes a bit too far, but gets a kick off the side of the boot, works to Jerkovic. Jerkovic picks the ball up, now comes wide. It's a nice looking kick for Jerkovic, favours Maheris in front of Stanford. Trying to pick the ball up, runs towards the boundary line, stumbles, falls to the ground, knocks the ball back, does well.
Dylan's boot.
That was unbelievable. He's flicked it back, and I reckon it was off the Bannockburn boys' boot.
Has it gone over and bounced?
Yeah,
it has.
on the full.
I think it was skill.
Thomson. So they move the ball forward, going towards the forward pocket, comes back this time. Maheris again working a big tackle from Shaw from behind. This time the ball's over the boundary line in front of the Thomson.
It was probably a bit unfortunate not to get a touch there.
Comes back into play, comes to Aaron Broom, won by Jerkovic, kicks the ball off the ground, does work hard. Jerkovic picks the ball off in the pocket, has pressure from the two Bannockburn players, goes back to Riley, chip round the corner, favours McLeod. In front, and Jackson McLeod takes a nice strong mark in front of Van Ingen again, and a similar spot to where he kicked his last goal. So a chance for Thomson to extend that lead.
Good hands there too, Eric.
At the 11-minute mark,
one grab.
could be just about a match-winning lead at 3 goals. So
well, I'm not going to do
Jackson
the fat lady. You can do that.
I'm not doing no fat lady, but at this stage of the game, 9 minutes to go plus time on, a very important kick on goal. McLeod comes in, and that again is straight over the umpire's head. So 5 to McLeod, and 15 goals, 9. They lead Bannockburn 12 goals, 9.
And Gage down to Highland. What a wonderful combination that's been nearly all day. But they haven't got the ball clear until now. They have, as the ball comes out to Harriet, to Gardner. Another handball to Edwards. Edwards now by left foot to centre half forward. Shaw now in defence. Handball to nobody. Ball picked up by Van Ingen, immediately tackled, and this is where Thomson putting enormous pressure on the ball carrier at the moment, and that's caused a turnover as it's gone to Highland now by hand. He's gone out wide looking at his two players. They look to raffle at McLeod, picks it up, breaks the tackle, goes goalwards off the check side, and hit the post. So that might well be a very important behind in the context of this game, because it's made Thomson 15-10-100. 12-9-81.
Got it again, Jackson.
As the kick in has been marked by McLeod. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboards. McLeod goes back inboard. Mark not taken by Highland. Hit over the head by in the contest, but umpire says play on as Bannockburn try desperately now to get it out of the defensive half. They've just cleared the defensive 50 as Aaron Broom takes them over. In fact, he's still on defensive 50 at centre half back.
With Aaron Broom now, looks to come wide. Goes to his brother again. Nice looking kick. He's favoured by the kick and a good possession there. And Dwayne Broom takes the mark. True centre wing. Jones on the mark. Dwayne Broom looking to go forward. Has a player moving in Colliger. Kicked in that direction. Oh, good mark there by Colliger. Paid, yes, by the umpire.
Yeah, got to pay that one.
Colliger. Half forward line. Worked pretty well there for the Bannockburn side today, and he's a good player. And we'll be looking for that lead up forward from Hickleton. He comes to him now. It's a nice looking kick. Goes over the top. Finds in the hands of Hickleton. Gets the handball back. Goes towards Lewis. Lewis on the left trying to find some space. Now he goes back further looking for Reek. Got pressure from behind. We're going back further, but it ends up with Shaw. Not a bad play. Back to Shaw inside the square. Kicks long on goal. O'Shannessy there. Knocked forward by Edwards it is. And it's rushed through for a behind to the Bannockburn side. So 12-10. Trailing Thomson 15-10. Ball's kicked in quickly. Gage, nice strong mark with pressure from Lewis from behind. Very nice mark. In between centre half forward and full back, goes light wide. Tommy Harriet drops the mark he probably should have taken. Pressure there from Raglis, doesn't take the tackle. Goes forward. Maheris leading up the ground on the wing, takes the mark. Turns around, has Jones running, goes short. Not a good kick, finds David Gibbs. Now he has the ball, looks to go forward. His short kick, looking for Raglis and finds him. Has the ball now, centre wing, swings around, on the right foot, goes short, looking for O'Shannessy, probably not a deep enough depth in the kick, and the mark has been paid to Brett Dowie to take that relieving mark across the half-back line. Dowie now looking to move the ball, has Harriet wide, singling to go there. Maheris again takes the mark. There's the handball on, finds Gardner. Gardner now runs towards the half-forward line, kicks in long, McLeod's there. Van Ingen tries, doesn't take the mark. Ball comes to the front, picked up by Stanford. Riley's there, works hard, comes back, goes towards Jackson McLeod again, has a chance to kick it.
Oh.
And that's another one for the young fella. That's his 6th. So Jackson McLeod has now kicked Thomson's 16th goal. They moved to 16 goals 10. That's 4 goals clear of Bannockburn, who are 12 goals 10. And we've now crossed over the 16-minute mark into the last quarter.
I'm running out here for Bannockburn. Gage again, tap down to Highland. How many times we said that? Gage got the handball back, but went the big punch to centre half forward. Thomson, they've got numbers. Can they get hold of the footy? As Reek was, in fact, it's Perkins, Lee, and he's one out against 3. But as McLaren does the ruck work against Fiolet. That's a good tap out to Watts. He picks it up on the left foot, hooked it around the body. It's going to land in front of our broadcast position, and Dwayne thrown in front of our broadcast position. McLaren, he's a handy pickup time. It was O'Shannessy doing the ruck work, got it down. Watts has immediately tackled. The pressure the Thomson players are putting on the ball carrier here is enormous in the last quarter. And Bannockburn, no easy takeaways, and Dale, it's making life a misery for them. See if you can get them a goal.
Yeah, look, they started this in the first quarter, Eric, and they just continue that pressure all through. So credit to the Thomson footballers there. Gage again, this time to Jerkovic, goes forward by foot. And Highland runs onto it. It doesn't get to him. Violet coming the other way. He misses the ball. Picked up this time by
Christian
Highland again. Was it? Dribbles one towards goal. And Highland has definitely, if it wasn't already before, has sealed the game here at Bannockburn. So Highland's 2nd goal for the afternoon.
We'll see if we can do it again, because Gage is in there once again. Again, tap down beautiful to Jerkovic on this occasion. And Sam Hickleton, I don't know whether he's a loose man in defence, but he was on his own at centre half-back, took the mark unattended and kicks the ball towards half-back flank. Aaron Broom, he's never stopped trying. Oops, he ran into trouble there, has to handball over to Colliger, back to Aaron Broom. He continues running, now to Dwayne by hand, and Dwayne Broom from 55 metres, a long kick to the goal square, comes to Tom Malone Grant. Can he get around Denham? And he can't, and loses the ball. In fact, the numbers win for Thomson as Dowie comes into support and finds Timmy Gardner on half-back flank. And he'll slow it down now. We're into 20 minutes. It's into time on in the final quarter. And Timmy Gardner in front of our broadcast. In fact, the game will stop as the umpire signified the blood rule here. And it's young McLaren who's copped a time on. And what has been a really good first up game here at Bannockburn. Tim Gardner now. Whistle goes. Continues a long kick towards half forward in the direction of Gage. Mark almost taken by Fielet at ground level. Christian Highland bumps the ball out, picked up there by Grigg for Thomson to Jerkovic. Advantage paid. Free kick to the Thomson side goes, looking for Nick Maharis at centre half forward. He's taken the mark. The way he's been kicking, he's got no chance, Laurie, I reckon. The man on the mark's at 45, and he decided not to have a go because he's found a man on his own. And it looks pretty much like Daniel Jones to me, about 40 metres out. And, well, from that distance, he was pretty good at the other end. A little further out, he struggled, but you look around, Laurie, there's a number of Bannockburn players. I think they've got their heads down, and they're pretty weary.
They're waiting for the siren, mate.
As Jones comes in, and that's the icing on the cake for Thomson. Daniel Jones has kicked his 2nd for the day.
They'd like, so it has shown, and obviously the fitter side is running the game out well. So we're back in the centre. Ball comes forward. It's knocked forward to the half-forward line for Thomson. Coming across is Lee Perkins. This time Sam Heckleman picks the ball up, goes by hand over the top, finds Raglas, doesn't take possession, knocks it forward. Pressure there from the 2 Thomson players, kicked off the ground by O'Shannessy, finds Gage again. He's just knocked up with getting number of possession, goes wide, and this time finds the Thomson player on the wing, and Baxter. Baxter takes the ball, has a bounce, now steadies, goes towards half forward. Maharis in front, doesn't quite take the mark. Stanford cleans up. Short kick round the corner, goes to Raglas. Now he's looking down the field, goes by hand to Lee Perkins. Back to Raglas, has time to steady, use the ball. A poor kick, but this time Nathan Denneman in front takes the mark. Relieves some pressure for the Thomson side. Goes towards the centre wing, over the top of Jerkovic. To Highland. No, it isn't. It's Gardner, sorry. And he gets the ball moving quickly to centre half forward. Christian Highland this time. He can't be in two spots, but he's definitely got it this time. Goes back to Jerkovic. Strength, shrugs off the player. Runs towards centre half forward. A long kick off the side of the boot, as you probably would expect from Jerkovic. But he's been a tile.
Ball thrown in there. Comes to ground. Picked up by Stanford. Well done, the umpire. Over the top of the footy, but... there's good work by Raglis. Gets the ball for Bannockburn out towards centre wing. Numbers here with Thompson. It's Denneman. He overran the footy and then fell over. There's a few tired blokes. Tom Malone Grant picks it up for Bannockburn. Looks for Lewis, and a great diving one-handed mark by Matty Lewis for Bannockburn. Right across the ground. Looks for, and he's found Brad Watts. Riley not going to let him get away with the easy kick, but he kicks around the body. Up high there was Baxter. Good defensive stuff to Dowie. And Dowie now towards centre wing. Riley going up and down to one spot. Christian Highland, around the neck surely, umpire, but no. As the ball picked up there by Brad Watts. He goes inboard looking for and finding Matty Lewis. So Lewis now, true centre wing. Runs around the man, the mark, Timmy Gardner. Wouldn't like that, Timmy, as Lewis now towards the full forward position. Off hands, it came to Troy College. Around the body. It bounced the wrong way at the goal post.
Can't buy a goal, can they?
Does the behind count? Because the siren has sounded it does. And that will make the final score Bannockburn 12 goals 11, 83. And they have been defeated by Thomson 18 goals 10, 118. And that's the final score.